Hi guys, if you don't know us yet, my name is Justine and this is Wojtek. And a few years ago we decided to sell 80% of our stuff, buy camper van and travel the world full time. We are currently in Zakynthos and today we are going to talk about 7 things which surprised us in Zakynthos.
Let's enjoy the ride. One thing you should know is that the life of Greeks on Zakynthos is divided in two parts. Summer, you can imagine this island, vibrant, full of people from all over the world. All the locals here is focused on delivering all the services, the boats, restaurants, hotels, whatever have you. So when we came here in October, we had a bit of kind of like then the end of touristic season, right?
Yeah, and people were quite surprised. They were asking like, "Why did you came now when everything is
Dying down pretty
it's
much,
dying
yeah.
down, slows down?" So
Yeah, now in the winter it's completely different world. Majority of restaurants, hotels, clubs are closed. And the great thing about it is actually is that the all the restaurants and places which are open are for the locals.
yeah,
The life is slowing down, and you can see the island is living in the olive oil industry pretty much.
yeah.
So you can see lots of families picking the olives, taking them in these big bags to the olive press manufacturer. That all the beaches, all the touristic sites are empty. So there are no other tourists.
So let me give you an idea. Just 10 minutes drive from us, there is Sulphur Beach. It's a major attraction here in Zakynthos, and normally during the season, the parking there is full. There are a lot of sun loungers set up all over the beach. It's a very tiny beach, so it's not a massive thing. So it's really difficult to actually get there and enjoy all the benefits of Sulphur Beach. Now, out of season, this beach is empty. We are there almost every day, and it's like private beach for us, so
Absolutely.
we can benefit from it fully. I was also surprised that after the season, there's no as many flights as before.
Same for ferries.
Yeah, same for
They're not
ferries.
as frequent, especially during the winter. You have only one flight a day from the Zakynthos airport and the back. So uh, it's quite interesting to see airport being closed after one flight.
Yeah,
And the other thing is because in the winter it's quite windy and it can rain, you got some storms. So, for example, on my trip to Warsaw, my flight was cancelled. The other one was the plane was directed back to Athens. So you need to take into account that due to weather conditions, anything can happen.
the second thing which surprised us here is the temperature. We used to live before in Spain, so we were kind of familiar with an idea of warm winter. But those temperatures are quite different than those that we know from Poland or UK. So just to give you an idea, we are currently in December, and temperature outside is roughly 17, 18 degrees every day.
Apart from long spells or sometimes long, 1 or 2 days of heavy storm, winds, and then it goes back to pleasant weather. So you have 3 4 days of 18 degrees, lovely, lovely weather. So I was in Warsaw just a couple of days ago, and it was snow. It was cold, -2 degrees. And I came back to Zakynthos, and boom, 18 degrees, lovely weather, so nice. And the temperature of the water is also pretty good because,
Yeah.
like, just a couple of days ago, we swam, and it was what, 17 degrees?
Yeah.
Really nice. It was quite windy. We actually recorded another video about it, so you can watch our winter swimming. But the temperature of the water, if you compare it with Baltic Sea or other seas, it's really pleasant.
It was
So
quite refreshing. It might be quite windy here, and take into account that if it rains, it rains. I mean, it's pouring rain. Sometimes there are also those massive thunderstorms, which can be quite scary. And we already had two situations where our electricity
Yeah, power cuts.
was cut down because of what happened. Bear in mind that there are no power plants on Zakynthos, so in the event of massive thunderstorm which cuts everything down, it takes a little bit more time to get it
Yeah, usually
working.
3-4 hours without the electricity. So if you work and live as a digital nomad, that's something you should know. Well, the other thing is quite interesting is that during the year you have about 26, 30 earthquakes,
Yeah,
and per month. So far, we had like per month 2, 3 earthquakes, and one of them,
yeah,
when
we're
I was
two
in
so
Poland,
far.
you had one which was like 15 seconds earthquake. So
It was the first earthquake for you, hey?
yeah, it was, absolutely, it was the first one for me.
It's
Uh,
so weird. You're just sitting on the sofa watching TV, and all
Whoa!
of a sudden everything is starting to go like shaking now.
Yeah, moving. Everything is moving around
And
us,
you're
and it's
like,
like, whoa, what's going
what?
on?
What the heck? Yeah. So the second was when you were in Poland, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. Just it's okay. On average, there are like 17.
17 to 30 a
Seven,
year.
17 to 30,
Yeah,
okay?
and so
Earthquakes here on Zakynthos.
yeah, and what do they advise here is to find, so for example, hide yourself under the table. One of the safest places to stay during the earthquake, if it's really bad one.
Yeah.
Don't go outside because some tiles from the roof may came down and hurt you. So
Yeah.
so apart from that, the weather is really pleasant. So the third thing you should know about life on Zakynthos is how welcoming the Greek here are. So in Greek, everyone is like during the day, Kalimera, Tikanis, hello, how are you? In the afternoon, Kalispera,
Yeah.
Yasas. It's so nice. Imagine one of the days, Justina was going to empty the bin, and one of our neighbors, literally a couple of days after we moved here,
Lady in her late 60s, I would say, or 70s.
yeah. So what happened? Tell us what happened, because I was like, wow, what's going on there?
Yeah, I was going from a house to the bins, and I was going back, and suddenly this old lady came out from her house, and she was walking towards me with her arms open, and she was saying things, but she was talking in Greece, so I couldn't understand a word. But if you want to communicate with someone, you will catch this connection. So I knew that she's friendly towards me, and we kind of started communicating.
But she embraced you, she hugged
Yeah,
you, and
she started hugging me. She started kissing me, and from what I understood, it was like, welcome on the island. Oh, you are so nice. You are so young. You are so smiley. So yeah, it was really surprising, and it make us feel welcome here. And it's not always the case. I mean, we've been traveling. We've been in Spain, in Italy, in France, and other
in the last
places on
couple
the
of
world.
years, around 16 countries, and
Yeah.
that was one of the best welcomes
Yeah.
in here on Zakynthos.
So it was
And
really
the other
nice.
examples, like in pretty much next door, we have like a really lovely Ferianos family. They have like an agriculture farm, and
Shout out to the
yeah,
Terianas family if you're watching us.
absolutely. They were so nice when we came to say hello. We came and said, hey, we'll be your neighbors for the next couple of months. And so they treated us to a Greek coffee, some treats. They showed us around the farm to show
Yeah.
the animals, the turtles, the chickens, sheep, whatever have you there. And then they shared with us some fruits as well. Then outside season. They opened the
They didn't
shop.
have to.
They didn't have to. So it was literally unannounced visit of ours.
Yeah.
And we came with our friend Gosha, who was with us at that time. So we could in the shop we could buy a couple of things as well. So of course it was business for them, but the way they treated us, the way they introduced us, and that they were straight away like, "Oh, if you need anything, let us know. We are here." You know, we wanted to experience the life on the island, so they said, "Hey, we have. If you want to learn about how to pick the olives, you can go with us and you can see it yourself." So shout out to Dimitrios, Dionysia, Tassos, and the rest of Floriana's family, because you made us really welcome here. And it's pretty much everywhere we go here,
Yeah.
people are really, really nice, and we feel like part of the neighborhood. Everywhere we go, we meet absolutely lovely people. But here on Zakynthos
It's
is
game changing.
wow. The welcoming hospitality of Greek is second to none.
10 out of 10. Okay, number 4. So the next thing which was really nice and surprising here in Zakynthos are the fact that fresh veggies and fruits can actually come to your house. What do I mean? When we've been living in the UK, there was some vans driving with ice cream trucks, and they are playing very specific music. So in Zakynthos there are veggie trucks. So there is Greece music playing, and at the beginning we didn't know what is this about. So we're in a house, and we're like, Wojtek, I hear some Greek music. Let's go outside, because we are very curious people. So we went outside, and there was this guy with his truck, and there was oranges, there was apples, bananas, and I was like, oh my god, let's go!
That's something new. We don't have this in Poland, fruits and veggies traveling to your home. And kind of like a farm eggs as well.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
So it's loads of them here. So some of them they drive pickup, some of them drive vans, and they just open the boot and boom, they go through the villages and you can buy all sorts of things.
It's so good, because imagine if there are some older people who doesn't feel like going out of home because they feel tired, or they might be sick, or they just don't want to. They know that this guy will be coming. I think he's coming every day.
Pretty much every day, yeah.
Yeah, so it's quite reliable, and you can have all those necessities from him. So it's really useful. It's like Amazon Prime, but Greek version.
So number 5.
No, not like that.
Oh, okay, you gotta be careful with this hand gesture, because it can be offensive in Greece. So we're gonna talk about it in another video. So
make sure to subscribe to our channel,
absolutely,
because there are gonna be a lot of interesting things coming.
So now we're talking about the water. So be careful not to drink the water from the tap, because it leaves the residue and it's bad for your kidneys.
It's not drinkable.
So here on Zakynthos, everyone drinks the water from the bottles.
Yeah.
Like this one. Or we buy this massive 10-liter tanks.
And it's also used for cooking or for giving to animals, because it's really no good for you to be drinked every day.
Absolutely. So actually, not so far from where we are now, there is a water plant where there are places on this island where they don't have fresh water. Some places have wells, but to certain parts of the island, the water needs to be delivered. So you can see, large lorries with water tanks delivering the fresh water to these parts. So water is not taken for granted here, like in some countries. So be careful what kind of water you're drinking on Zakynthos. Number 6. It's all about the sea turtles. So Zakynthos is very famous for so many beaches, so many islands where there is a nesting place for the sea turtles. You have like loggerhead turtles. And when we arrived in October, this is the time of the year where the turtles are setting off on a journey with the little ones. And
We came and they went.
yeah, so they said goodbye.
But they will be back in March when they will be making family.
Oh yes, yes, and sometimes the fun they're having is lasting for 3 hours. So imagine. So yeah, they taking the whole game seriously.
They are
So
very close to the shore, so you can actually see them. So we're gonna record another video for you guys about it. So make sure to subscribe.
absolutely. So one of the things we did as well is to paddleboard to the Turtle Island on Zakynthos. It was great fun. So you can paddleboard or you can hire a boat to get there and swim over there. It's beautiful, and you can see some beautiful turtles, especially in the season.
And finally, number 7 on our list of Zakyntian things.
Absolutely. It's you arrive here and you know straight away it's not typical Western European place. So there are no
Starbucks,
Starbucks,
McDonald's.
McDonald's. No, 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 no. And actually, I like about it
It's
that
good.
is it's very unique. It's all locals. Uh, the only kind of chain thing I found is Lidl. Oh, there's Carrefour as well. Apart from that, all the shops are local, Greek, and I think it's cool because Zakynthos Island is keeping this local and the Greek nature.
I mean, you can tell that Greek people are really proud of the traditions of the music or the food
The
and
language,
the language.
the
You can
history, ancient
tell, and
history.
it's really really nice.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you will definitely enjoy your time on Zakynthos. And if you want to find out more about the life in Greece, there is going to be another video where we're going to talk about the things you should know before visiting Greece. And they also apply to Zakynthos. So you're in for a treat.
Stay tuned, guys. Bye.